Rino Ichikawa is staring in horror as his senior, Kafka Hibino, has transformed into a terrifying humanoid kaiju. Kafka is just as panicked as Rino. He tries to tell Rino that it's a mistake, but his voice is deep, distorted, and monstrous. Suddenly, an elderly patient opens the curtain and screams at the sight of the monster. The shock of the situation causes Kafka and Rino to panic even more. The alarms begin to blare, signaling that a kaiju has been detected inside the facility. They know the defense force will be there in minutes, and they won't ask questions before shooting. Kafka and Rino realize they have to escape. They burst through the hospital window, shattering the glass, and Kafka makes a massive leap into the night sky, carrying Rino with him. They land on the roof of a nearby building, and Kafka begins to realize just how much power he now possesses. His legs are bursting with energy, and every movement cracks the concrete beneath him. As they try to navigate the city rooftops, Kafka struggles to control his new body. He realizes his physical strength is off the charts. He accidentally destroys part of a building just by pushing off it. Rino, who is terrified of heights, is clinging to Kafka for dear life as they leap from building to building. The defense force is already mobilizing. Armed vehicles and helicopters are swarming the area, searching for the escaped kaiju. Kafka knows he has to stay hidden, but his massive size and glowing blue energy make him stand out in the dark. They find a moment of peace to catch their breath. Kafka looks at his hands, realizing the gravity of the situation. He wanted to join the defense force to fight kaiju, but now he is the very thing they are trained to kill. Rino is still trying to process what happened, but he knows they can't stay still for long. Their escape is interrupted when they sense another presence, not the defense force, but another kaiju. A massive, multi-limbed beast bursts from the ground, creating chaos in the city streets below. Kafka and Rino watch from above as the new kaiju begins its rampage. Kafka's instincts as a former cleanup crew member kick in. He knows the anatomy of these monsters better than anyone, but now he has the power to actually fight one. Down in the streets, a young girl and her mother are trapped under rubble, crying out for help. The defense force is still searching for Kafka and hasn't arrived to stop the new threat. Kafka knows he has to act. Rino tries to stop him, warning him that using his powers will expose them to the military. But Kafka can't ignore the cries for help. He leaps down from the rooftop, landing with a massive shockwave between the new kaiju and the trapped civilians. The kaiju turns its attention to Kafka, recognizing him as a threat. Kafka tells Rino to get the civilians to safety while he holds off the monster. The fight begins, and Kafka quickly realizes that his raw strength is enough to match the beast. He delivers a devastating punch that sends the kaiju reeling. The impact of his blows is incredible, tearing through the monster's thick hide. The sheer force of the blow completely obliterates the kaiju, scattering its remains across the street. Rino watches in awe as Kafka stands victorious. The power he just displayed is beyond anything Rino has ever seen, even from the elite defense force captains. But their victory is short-lived. The sound of helicopters and sirens grows louder. The defense force has found them. Kafka knows he can't fight the defense force. He and Rino have to run. They manage to slip away into the shadows just as the military arrives on the scene. Captain Mina Ashiro and her division are among the first to respond. Mina surveys the destroyed kaiju, noting the sheer power it took to obliterate it. The military begins to realize that there is a new, incredibly powerful entity in the city. They designate this unknown threat as Kaiju no 8. Meanwhile, Kafka and Rino have found a safe hiding spot. Kafka looks at the destruction he caused and the lives he saved. He realizes this new body might be a curse, but it also gives him the power to protect people in a way he never could before. Rino looks at Kafka, no longer seeing just a failed cleanup worker, but someone who risked everything to save him and the civilians. The respect between them is solidified. Rino promises to help Kafka keep his secret and achieve his dream of joining the defense force. The episode ends with a shot of the news broadcasting the emergence of the new, powerful monster, Kaiju no 8. Kafka knows that the path ahead will be dangerous, but he is more determined than ever. He will use this monster's body to keep the promise he made to Mina Ashiro.
Hi guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, bye bye.